Yeah, what's up guys? So we just got into Hatteras and catching up with some friends, doing some riding, and we're gonna check in with Christophe and Helena here.
Hi.
Hey guys. Speaking of Maui and surfing, all that, I've seen a lot of content from you, like getting in the waves and like actually like surfing and like strapless surfing.
Yeah.
Like what's going on with that? Like,
Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, I used to skateboard when I was a kid, and from skateboarding we kind of evolved to surfing. From surfing I kind of progressed to kite surfing, and that was the coolest thing I could do in Belgium. And then I've just been obsessed with kite surfing or kiteboarding the whole time. And I was focused very hard on freestyle, and then after freestyle I evolved to riding park and put all my energy in park riding. And now that we moved to Portugal, the swell is amazing, the surf is amazing, and I always wanted to kite surf as well. I mean, I've been seeing clips of Keahi that are just amazing, you know, I'm getting barrel to making amazing turns and really make it look like surfing. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I see myself progress to do more and more kite surfing the older I get probably. And I feel like with my freestyle background, I could push for sure some strapless freestyle more in a way that I would like to see, not really doing big air with the board between the legs or anything like that.
Yeah,
like,
no rodeos.
No, we call them witch jumps because you know you look like a witch. So I guess a rodeo would sound extreme, and it's not extreme, you know. So it's a witch jump for me. Well, yeah. So moving to Portugal, it's obvious like there's some amazing floodwater lagoons in Portugal, but there's also amazing waves. Portugal is very known for surfing, and I've always been obsessed by kite surfing. I mean, I've seen so many clips back in the days of Ben Wilson first, now like Keahi, quite obsessed with him. And I think it's amazing seeing him getting barreled like crazy and just making it look like he's surfing. I like to call kite surfing the lazy surfing, you know, no paddle surfing. It's pretty good. So yeah, I progressed from doing freestyle air tricks and kicker tricks to riding park, and I feel like the older I get, you know, like I feel like kite surfing is something you can do even longer than riding park or doing freestyle. So I'm very interested in kite surfing. I hope that one day I can make it a career, that I can get good enough, you know, like to kite surf professionally, let's say. And I think with my freestyle background, you know, that I can push the sport in a different way. I wouldn't per se push it in the rodeo or witch jump way, you know, like the bigger way. That's not really my thing. But I do see that, like, I think, you know, we should be able to do sick rotations that would look like flat spins, for example. Yeah, in the waves. And yeah, I want to do more and more kite surfing the older I get, basically.
That's awesome, man. Actually, something that's been on my mind for a while. Like, I don't really kite surf much myself, but I had paid attention. It seems like you mentioned Ben Wilson and a lot of those guys, and I feel like we haven't seen much, if any, progress. Like, there's so much room in the wave kite surfing world for like progression and growth, and like.
I feel like people kind of go with what the mainstream always want, and I guess a lot of the mainstream kind of was like impressed by the big air with the strapless, doing double front rolls, and then from the double front rolls they go to kite loops, rodeo, witch jumps, or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, the progression in the actual waves, you know, there's still a lot to do. And I think, I mean, I always was like so impressed by when I was a kid, and I was like 2005, 2006, when I saw the guys riding unhooked, getting barreled, strapless. Now everything is hooked in. I understand it. It's kind of what makes more sense in a lot of ways because it's easier. I feel that if I would be pushing strapless wave riding, you know, it would be unhooked. Probably
that would be
probably with a sea kite even. Because sea kites make way more sense that when you do your bottom turn, you can actually like slack them, do your turn, you know, and then get the pressure again. Like the moment you have basically like turn back to the wave, you push your kite out of the window, so you know you don't have tension in your line. So yeah, I feel like there's still a lot of progression this way. Maybe it will help, you know, the sea kite sales again. If I do some strapless and hooked wave riding.
Yeah, no doubt. I love that you bring that up. I actually just started trying that recently after. I saw Rowdy recently just drop that video in 20 where he was hitting the waves on hook, and I started trying it myself, and it makes so much sense. You're so much more open. You're going up the wave. You can move. It's crazy we don't see that anymore, right?
Yeah. It's weird. It kind of disappeared, and I mean, it's kind of obvious on one side. It's easier to have a better kite position if you really want to get barrels and for example, this riding pipe or something, or like other big waves. But on one side, it's like, well, you know, we really want to go far in it. Like, I mean, you kind of have to unhook, right? That is kind of the logical progression, I would say, of kite surfing. I hope we see it more often, and I think it's really cool. And for me, it just feels better. It doesn't always work on every condition.
For sure.
Something that you need to do always, but it's definitely something like, hey, come on guys, do it more often. Like, show what's possible.
Are you getting in the waves at all, Hannah?
Yeah, I actually just started, but
no kidding.
I'm trying to get into it. We're living in a place that is just so good for it that it would be silly not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not into it as much as Christophe just yet. I'm just like beginning to get into waves, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot because I love to surf and I love to kite, so this is like a perfect way to combine the two. So yeah, I hope I can get good at it soon.
I think it's also something you just do, like you go out, you do a freestyle session. Back in the days I had a lot that I was riding kickers and I was doing kicker tricks, and then, you know, each hit a few times and you're kind of like, oh, all right, kind of this is it for now, but I still want to kite. And especially in Belgium where you don't have, you know, wind consistently or something, I would try to be as long as possible on the water. And then it kind of went from, you know, taking my twin tip, would just take a surfboard and continue riding and just ride a bit longer. Because you can definitely ride way longer on a surfboard than when you're like really trying to push it in freestyle. So yeah, I mean, I think kiteboarding has so much to offer. I just want to get good at as many different disciplines as possible. And I think as well, just for general public, it's like, it's so much more than just twin tip, so much more than just foiling or just surfboards, you know, like it's if you just be specific in one thing and want to be the best in one thing, cool, I understand, but it's kind of like, for me personally, it's like I get bored of anything I do. And I'm not bored of kiteboarding because there's so many different things to do, you know, even if it's riding short lines, like anything, you know.
Maybe easier said from somebody who's already the best in one discipline.
And well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's you know, you have to focus on your personal best, you know, like once you feel like, okay, if now I really want to progress, I, you know, kind of really put my body on the line, like why not just try a, you know, a little side discipline? Like, there's so much to offer.
Well, awesome. I really appreciate the time, you two.
Welcome.
And
cool seeing you again.
It's awesome seeing you again. Yeah, it's been great. I wish that we had timed that out a little bit better so we can get some more sessions in, but
it'll be for next time.
There'll be other opportunities for
in
sure.
Portugal.
In Portugal for sure. Definitely. So hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time.